Joining us now to discuss this and what's at stake for Bergdahl, criminal defense attorney Geoffrey Nathan. Geoffrey, thanks for being with us.
Great.
Well, we know it's different in the military judicial system, the criminal justice system in the military, but there has been so much discussion about Bowe Bergdahl, some of his platoon mates out in the media saying that he deserted. Do you think that Bowe Bergdahl can get a fair shot here if he is in fact court-martialed?
He'll get a fair shot, the fairest that the military can provide for what happened. And in those circumstances, that shot is the right to a jury trial comprised of enlisted individuals on his base after the charges have been referred to the convening authority, which would then submit them to a tribunal, which consists of just one hearings officer that would hear the initial charges and then render a decision as to whether to move forward for trial.
And because, as you know, there are folks out there who say Bowe Bergdahl shouldn't get a fair shot. He deserted his post. He should get what he has coming to him. But from what you're seeing at this point, there's been such a fervor in the public. Is there a responsibility for the military to have this court-martial, so at least, if not during the court-martial, afterwards, there's some transparency as to what took place in terms of the investigation?
Well, they're either going to broom this under the table. That's imminently possible. Look, the reasons being that he's already done 5 years in jail, and it wasn't just jail. He was held by the Taliban and tortured for 5 years for the decisions that he made, which is evidently to walk off the base. So transparency, I mean, yes, a trial may be in the public's best interest. Those are decisions that the Army will have to make.
Well, I don't know what actually took place while he was at the hands of the Taliban. Some folks say he wasn't tortured, but, you know, that's maybe a discussion for a different day. What would this, how do you think those years in captivity, I guess I should ask you, how does that play as they're trying to weigh what took place? A lot of mental anguish, even if he wasn't tortured, very difficult to be away from anyone's family for that period of time. Maybe a lot of regret if he did in fact make that decision to walk off the base. How much does that weigh in the decision here?
Well, what he went through when he went back to the United States was a process of reorientation, re-education, and assimilation. Whether or not he's fully assimilated now really isn't the issue. The issue is, did he go AWOL, absent without leave? Or in the alternative, did he desert? Is there a misdemeanor here or is there a felony? And that's really what the Army's looking at in this matter.
And do you think the public outcry, or the public rather, will accept whatever the results are of this trial again, because there's been so much discussion and almost as if this has been tried in the court of public opinion before Bergdahl gets his day in a court-martial?
Well, the public has to understand that we get little tidbits of information here. Some of us are privy to more information than others, as in this particular matter with myself. But I can just tell you that the jury's verdict is final in this matter when it goes to trial, if it goes to trial, and no one should second-guess a jury in either a military convening authority context or in the federal courts in America, wherever it may be.
Well, maybe they shouldn't, but we know they probably will, but we'll have to leave that there. Geoff Nathan, thanks so much for being with us. Happy holidays, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, and a quick note to everybody at home. The Dow Jones Industrial Average now up over 18,000 points today. A new record there and some good financial information. We'll keep track of all of it. Come back. America's Forum continues right after this.